their team get the game. That's a big one for the Kings.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure. Thanks. And here's Lowry after Paul George getting his 3 to go. And then Johnson with the jam.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
Yes, sir.
A message, and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Here is Hill. The Raptors getting the bucket. West passes to Hill. Floats one up. No good.
He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Floyd passes to Valanciunas. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And Indiana making a change here. Mahimi's checked in, and the Raptors also making a change. Vasquez, he's checked in for Skinny. Hill kicks it to West. Lowry against Hill. Indiana moving the ball around. Mahimi dishes to Hill. Outside, George. That 3 off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Now here's DeRozan. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. The drive by Lowry. A baseline J. Jacks up a 3. And it's DeRozan missing. Valanciunas, good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for West. Skinny, he's checked in for the Raptors. Scola sets a screen for George, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Raptors leading by 13. Lowry passes to Floyd. From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Mahimi's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And George kicks to Mahimi. Hill drives in. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break Toronto. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Lowry. And that's 12 points for DeMar DeRozan. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in the draft debut back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade. Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Pacers trail by 15. Pass to George. Left side, George. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And I know, Clark, that you know Hill well. George, an Indianapolis native, played collegiately at nearby IUPUI.
And Kevin, going now in his 4th season with the Pacers, exactly the kind of support starter you want as a contending team. He's rock solid, really defends his position well, is steady. I'd like to see him be more aggressive in looking for his own offense.
And he gets it to go. 15 points for Kyle Lowry.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Hill dishes to George. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kyle Lowry. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month. He's averaging 12 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback for them.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 15. Floyd passes to Johnson. Here is Skinny. 1:53 left to play in the third. And that is good.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
Hill kicks to Scola. The dish to George. Shot to stop the run, and he hits the jump shot. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Floyd passes to DeRozan. Feeds it to Lowry. Here's Floyd. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 26 points for Skinny.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's George. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Floyd's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Shot's good. And it's 29 points here for George.
Well, his scoring this quarter has been off the charts, and the complexion of the game as a result, it may change.
Lowry passes to Floyd. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Picked off in midair. Outside, George. No one near him. And too long on the shot.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Valanciunas dishes to Lowry. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Outside, DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Floyd. And again, Toronto no luck. Outside, Hill. It'll count. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass.
Coming up next Monday night, February 2nd, Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. You don't want to miss it.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today it comes from one of the men in the middle, Kevin. And let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense, diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you played with?
Luke Longley.
Ah, the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
#1 pick by Minnesota Timberwolves. So the Raptors 5 right now. Williams and Ross at the 2 and 3. Johnson is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Vasquez in at the point guard position. George against Ross. They get it back. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Into Johnson. It's tipped. Ross kicks to Vasquez. Passes it to Ross. And that one hits back iron. Pacers trail by 13. And George, here we go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. On the wing, Williams. Johnson against Hibbert. Patterson passes to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Deep 2 from Ross. It's rebounded by Indiana. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Hibbert with the screen. Kicks it to Watson. Launches it. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the inside. Ross dishes to Patterson. Another shot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And George kicks it to West. The pass to Hibbert. Unloads from 13. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Toronto leading by 13. And here's Vasquez. Ross on the wing. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. His three-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke make him an entertaining player to watch.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Raptors leading by 13. Outside Williams. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points now for Terrence Ross.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Watson kicks to George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Patterson, that's good.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's West. Again, Indiana. Toronto, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
The feed to George. Pass to Watson. Back to George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, the league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10" after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Vasquez. And Paul George with great athleticism and fluidity at his side.
Yeah, he makes it really look easy. He's a very gifted athlete, extremely quick. Not only a foot, but his hands are quick too. He's not just a scorer or defender. I mean, he's got a chance to be one of the best do-it-all players in the league as he continues to grow as a passer and ball handler. And rebounding, he's one of the best at his position right now in the league.
Shoots from 14. Good on that shot. And with that, the Toronto leaders get down to 14 points now in the basket from David West. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. George against Ross. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been.